Okay.
Okay.
Welcome back to this episode of Contested Foul. I don't know what number it'll be. Our guest today is Joel. Joel's from, or currently is in Chicago. Wait, I was given feedback. I need to not do the intro. You can do your own intro if you'd like,
Yeah,
and give a
what
little
should I
feedback.
say?
But I got lots of questions. I don't know where you. My first question I always ask is, how did you start playing and like why? And you can be very specific
Yeah.
about it.
My name is Joel. I was born in Evanston, Illinois. When I was 6, I moved to
Oh,
Kenya. When I was 7, I moved to
didn't know that.
Uganda. Lived there till I graduated high school, and then I moved to Chicago.
I didn't know any of this. You lived in
I'm the youngest
Uganda
of
from like 7 to
7
18?
to 18. Yeah, for 11 years.
Jeez.
Um, my family played a lot of volleyball and basketball, and so I knew we were a sporty family. And then number 1 in the family, Wesley, he played frisbee for Swarthmore, and
Okay.
then number 4 in the family, she played frisbee for St. Olaf.
Oh, good frisbee school, yeah.
And I remember playing a game before college and crying because I was so bad. And then I was like, I know if I play, I'll get better. Like I know I'm just gonna like commit to the sport like that. And then I went to college, and it became part of my life. And so I did theater and frisbee in college.
How many siblings do you have?
4, youngest of 5.
Oh, wow. I'm learning so
Yeah,
much. I should have known this. Well,
yeah.
that's so interesting. Okay, and some of your siblings played, so that's probably why
None
you
of them
ended up
play now.
playing.
Number 1 plays frisbee golf, and he
Oh,
always invites me to play with him, but I know that like my form will be messed up if I
oh,
keep, or
I
that's
don't
what I
like frisbee
say.
golf. Yeah,
But I'll just play frisbee golf with him with a frisbee as he
that's
destroys
what I
me
do.
with his discs. Yeah.
Yeah, I also play them with. There's a big course right near where I grew up, and some
Mm,
people like to play there. But I also just play with a normal frisbee because I'm like, I don't even know how to throw this, and then I'm frustrated
yeah.
because it's like something, frisbee. Oh, I'm usually good at something frisbee related. Then I'm playing frisbee golf. I'm like, I'm bad at this.
Yes,
I don't want to play
exactly. And
this
I'm like, oh well,
anymore.
now I know exactly what I need to work on.
Yeah. Um, and then you played at Knox College, and that's
hmm
nearby. Yeah. Where exactly?
I mean, relative,
Okay.
yeah. So it's in Galesburg, Illinois. Shout out Knox College. D3, no coach. The Knox College River Rats. And
Okay, I've definitely
then
heard of
we were
those.
horrible.
Okay.
Our claim to fame is Harper Garvey, who plays for the Empire. Or he used to play for the Empire, and he was amazing at assists. He took us to nationals,
Oh
and
wow.
then yeah, I looked up his stats. He was responsible for like 50 assists in one
Jeez.
tournament or something. And then the other one is Sean Tracy. He's in Tower, and there's a host of other good Knox players. John and Merrill, John Trag, Merrill Davis, they are captains for Elevate.
Oh yeah, I
Bridget,
know
I'm
Merrill.
just
Yeah.
naming, yeah. But there's a lot of great folks out there, but there are dozens of us. Dozens.
Are the do they have a women's team? Not
They
anymore.
do, they do.
They do?
So it's the Alley Cats and River Rats. And the Alley Cats, I think the Alley Cats are better than the River Rats. Like they've gotten closer to qualifying for nationals.
That's
Um,
I don't remember ever playing Knox.
we've never been good.
Okay,
Um,
well,
we've
I
spat
mean,
out 1 or 2 players that goes to play professionally, but it's more like they wanted to play professionally, not the program got them ready to play
yeah,
professionally.
for
Yeah.
sure. Did you ever captain there?
No, I ran twice and never got it, and it was I
Oh no.
I yeah. I think it's because every winter break I would quit the team because there was theater stuff. So my
Oh,
life is still theater and frisbee. And what I've found out is winter is theater time, summer is frisbee time. And so it helps me not burn out. And so in college, I would quit frisbee for theater during winter, or for the most part. Also, our court times were horrible. It was like 9 to 11 every Wednesday or something.
oh gosh. Yeah, I definitely when I was talking to Kelly, she was like, "You got to ask me about theater and frisbee similarities." So I'm gonna get to that, but
So similar.
yeah. But that made me and when I was in high school, I was debating playing basketball for the school in the winter, but I decided I wanted to do the musical instead. So I did theater
You were
instead.
literally Troy Bolton.
I know. Well, I couldn't do both. You're more so like Troy Bolton. You're doing both.
Yeah, it's a
Um,
tough. It's a tough life.
what did you do? You have a theater degree?
I do have a theater degree.
Okay,
I graduated with a major in theater and a minor in creative writing. Graduated in 2020, and I moved here in 2020.
awesome. Do you want
Um,
to talk about some? I'm like curious about what
some
some theater
theater
work you've
stuff.
done. I know that's not frisbee, but it's
Sure,
so
I
interesting.
was writing up an email for it.
Okay.
I've given a TEDx talk. I started
Oh
a
yeah.
theater company in 2020. So 2020 hit, COVID happened, and it was horrible for the theater industry. Like being in a closed room
Yeah.
for hours on end, not a good idea. And so we thought, or I thought, how can I make sure my family can watch all this theater that I'm doing and still be where they are? Because I had family in Berlin, in Shanghai, and around America. And so the solution that I thought of was VR. So how can you, like, if you can watch it online with a VR headset or on your computer or on your phone, and it would feel like you're in the front row. And it was really good for accessibility. So I moved to Chicago and started like filming stuff for accessibility for different plays. And then we realized we didn't know how to get rights for plays, because I was like, oh, Ellie, you wrote a play, I'm going to film it and put it online and it will be online forever. Like, I don't know how to pay you for that.
Yeah.
So we needed to create original content. So we hired, or not hired, we started developing new plays where at the very beginning we said we want to film this online for VR.
Okay. Okay.
Um, and then from that we realized, oh, there's actually way more appetite for new play development and early career opportunities for Chicago than filming in VR. So
Okay.
if you know anyone who's entering Chicago and they're an early career theater artists, my goal is that they can come talk to me and I will be able to help them. If they're a director, then I created a program. We did it at the understudy. We did it at the Goodman. We did it at Raven, Bramble. We're doing it at Raven this month. And it's a
Okay.
way to get directors in front of other theater artists and showcase their work. We are partnering with, we're partnering with the American Theater Magazine and the League of Chicago Theaters to start a roundtable series. We're going to be doing that in July.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I, as deeply focused in frisbee, I am in theater. And so whenever I get burnt out from one, I go to the other, which is really helpful.
That's
Um,
perfect.
but yeah, I love theater. And if you know anyone who's trying to get involved in theater in Chicago, I can either help
Okay.
them or point them to someone who will help them.
Yeah, well, when I worked at Orange Theory, that was
Hmm.
everyone I worked with was doing theater, like
Oh
Jordan,
wait,
who you
who
know
did you
now.
know?
With Jordan, well, Jordan,
Jordan's doing great right now. Jordan's,
this, yeah,
yeah.
it's actually so funny because when I learned you did theater, I was still at Orange Theory, and I was like, Jordan, do you know this guy, Joel? And like we pulled up your website, and he was like, no, I don't know. And I was like, that was before at that point that was true, but now
Hmm.
you guys know each other, so I think that's kind of
We
funny.
do know each other. Yeah,
um
Joe's play. Actually, you should talk to Joe, because
I
a
should.
play that Joe was in last year called The Pelon. Actually, okay, this is an example. So there's a play called The Pelon by Zach Barr, and Zach submitted it to a program that I run called Freshly Brewed at the Understudy. Zach had
Okay.
written this play called The Pelon. They had shipped it around to a bunch of different places, and no one had really picked up on it. And then they submitted it to Freshly Brewed, Pelon, Pillon, and we picked it up. And it had a really good reading. And in the reading, the two artistic directors for Red Theater were there, and they decided, you know what, this play's so good, we'll put it up. And so they put up the Pelon. It had a sold out run. I think it extended, and then it sold out again. And it just got nominated. It's a finalist for an award
That's awesome.
where if they win, they get like $40,000.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I hope they win. Good
And it
luck.
just got nominated or $25,000. So if it wins, it
Okay.
gets $25,000. And then it just got nominated for best new play at like an award in Chicago that I don't want to name because they're under a lot of controversy right now.
Oh, okay.
But we try and introduce plays and creatives to Chicago. And that is an example that Joe was a part of. And that's some news that Joe's dealing with right now.
That's really awesome.
We're celebrating.
Okay, I'll have to reach out. Did you want to give your spiel on the theater and frisbee similarities? I'm so curious about it. This was
Did
what
Kelly just say talk
ask.
about the theater and frisbee similarities?
She said you love to talk about that. So.
I think a lot of frisbee can learn from theater. So I am currently coaching the DePaul Lasers, which is a college team. And part of learning frisbee is learning when someone's looking at you and what they're trying to want from you. Yeah. And like a lot of handler motion. And I remember when I started frisbee, I always felt like as soon as I got the disc, it was like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm on an island. I have no one around me supporting me. And that feeling eventually goes away once you get more used to throwing and where the active space is and where the handlers are. But that feeling of being alone and then feeling connected to everyone is very similar to what theater warm-ups are designed to go against. And so in the winter, I reached out to the laser chains being like, hey, I would love if we could just get like a classroom every night or once a night in the week to just do some theater warm-ups, just so that we learn how we move through the space. We learn when we're looking at each other. We learn how to move around each other and balance the space. Like if you talk to a physical theater artist, they'll talk about the idea of like balancing space and movement. And that is very attached to frisbee. And there's a lot of things that happen in theater that are similar to frisbee. Like there's this thing called viewpoints, which is like understanding where everybody is without looking at them, which is most visible probably if you watch American football. Like, how do they not step on each other's feet? Like, how are they not hitting each other when they're in that D-line/O-line, whatever it is, up at the front? And that's all, they're just really good at reading each other's bodies and understanding how space works, and that is theater. And, I mean, I could just keep going, honestly. But, like, the whole performance aspect of it. But what's really great is also the divide between theater and frisbee. I had a friend who, Brian Jorgensen, who were friends from in the frisbee circle of life, in this frisbee sphere of life. And he came and he saw a theater thing that I did. And afterwards he was like, Joel, you're so nice. You're so welcoming. And I was like, oh yeah, he's only ever seen me in frisbee. Because frisbee to me is so objective and is a way for me to just focus on like, we're on the field. You have the ability to change the game by yourself. Just do it. And theater is very collaborative. You win. There's no winning. But if you wanted to say winning, then you win by having everybody else join in. And you have everybody else feel like they're a part of that community. So I'm able to feed both parts of my life through that, because one is very objective. You either won or you lost. And one is very artistic and subjective of like, you help someone.
That's awesome. That's cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've never thought about that before, but that's really awesome. And I'm glad. I hope everything's going well with your theater, with your company.
It is. It's going really well.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Okay.
I don't think it'll ever make me money, but
that's okay.
I mean, it's made me more money than frisbee ever will.
Okay. There you go.
But that's a very low bar.
Yeah. But I mean, at least most people make no money in their hobbies. So sorry, my cat's right
That's true.
Say hi. Okay.
Hi. What's the cat's name?
Her name's Pandora, and she's like in every single episode because she loves attention and she loves standing in front of a computer. Oh, there's something I was gonna say. I forgot. Okay, that's okay. Well, speaking of making frisbee or making money in frisbee, I wanted to talk a little bit about playing for a union, and then Kelly told me you're practice playing this year, so you're back. So I'd love to, your experience. You played in 2024, 2023,
2024, and 2026.
Okay. Yeah. What are your thought process? Like, are you excited to be back?
I am excited to be back. 2024. Well, 2026 is about to start, so I can't really speak too much.
That's a good point. Yes. Okay.
But I can't. I mean, I can speak to like. Okay, 2024. It's weird because there truly are levels to frisbee,
Yeah.
and there's levels to learning stuff, and like I think I can't blame extenuating circumstances. Like I can't be like, oh, this is why I'm not good, or this and blah blah blah. But like the game at the UFA level with the larger field, it feels like it either clicks or it doesn't. Like you have some players that are amazing at club, and then
Yeah.
they come into the UFA and it just doesn't really work as well. And it's frustrating. I mean, what I'm saying is like I didn't do as well as I thought I would,
Yeah.
or as well as I hoped I would, and that pressure really gets to you. Just
Mhm.
no one's putting that pressure. I mean, people are putting that pressure on you, but no one's putting it on you harder than yourself. And like take football for example. Like Caleb Williams, he's in his third year, I think, or maybe his second year, but he didn't really have a great first year. But everyone was like, well, he's learning the game. The game is at a different speed. He's learning it. And that level of grace isn't really afforded to you in frisbee.
Okay.
I think it's partly because it's such a new sport and a new kind of version of the game that no one really knows like how to best, onboard someone into that process. Um, but 2024 was really good. It was really good to just like get reps on that field and be around that many people who care about the sport as much as you do and know more about it than you. And I don't know. So then that summer I was playing 2024 Union and then Haymaker as well. And that was the year that Haymaker like really had a breakout season. And so that year was a lot of frisbee. And
Yeah.
at some point you just start like approaching the sport and the disc differently. Like you don't even stuff just you get a lot better at throwing. You get a lot better at
Okay. I was
catching.
like, what way do you mean you approach it?
You just get a lot better at throwing and a lot better at catching. Like you're at a point where no one is having an issue with catching or throwing.
Yeah.
So it becomes a lot more strategic minded of like, okay, well, this is where we want to move the disc to. This is how we want to move the disc. This is the speed at which the disc needs to go. And like, here are the defensive concepts that we want to work on. And like, you get used to being beat more because breaks are a lot less likely to happen.
Yeah.
And like in the book, when they onboard you to the UFA, they say, hey, look, this game already is offensive focused, but especially on a UFA field, basically, if you're in offense, you can run in a direction, and if you run long enough, you'll get open.
Yeah.
And
That's
so
what I've
you
heard.
need to be okay with flushing everything away and saying, all right, next point, I'll learn. Because it's more of like, how well do you learn your matchup over the game? Of like, okay, well, he
Okay.
beat me deep. I know I need to force him under specifically when he's on the break side because I know I can run through and get a D here or something. So you need to plan around it a little longer. But in 2026, at least now, because I'm a practice player and not like a roster player who's always kind of trying to get into that space,
Yeah.
that weight is completely off my
Yeah.
shoulders and I'm having
Yeah.
a great time. I'm
Yeah,
like, hey
sure.
guys, what's up? We're here, we're hanging out. I'm getting quality reps with like some of the best frisbee players in Chicago. This is awesome. So yeah, I'm having a great time. We'll see how well the team does. I'm hoping it's going to be a great season for us. 2024 was also really special because it was a new stadium, and that was really cool to see like how frisbee could adapt and what it could be if we're ever in that space again, which I hope we are.
Yeah, well, we're at or not we. I'm not part of this, but
Yeah, why not?
the team. You guys are playing at ETHS.
We are in
this year.
ETHS.
Yeah, which I mean they have a nice field. They got some good bleachers, but yeah, it is a high school.
I don't think anything
So-
can beat Lakeside, Chicago in the distance.
Yes, sorry, it's a lot less beautiful. I don't mind that it's in Evanston. As someone who lives in Rogers Park, that's great for me.
And
I have 2 jobs in Evanston, so I don't mind. I'm very excited
How
to
many
go.
jobs do you have?
I have a lot. I have like 3, and then I coach Ultimate, which is that a job? I mean, college Ultimate, is that
That's
a
a
job?
job.
I don't know. And then
Yeah, it's a job.
I also like my aunt's a wedding DJ. She lives in Evanston, and if she needs a photo booth operator, I'm the photo booth operator.
Okay.
So that is also
Nice.
another job I have. But yeah, the
So
state
5?
senator was in. Yeah, kind of. Except the state senate. We'll see how that goes. I'll still be volunteering for sure, at least.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and his office is in Evanston too, so that's
Mhm.
and then my ecology job in Evanston. Anyway, enough about me. That's exciting. I remember last year was very disappointing at playoffs.
Yeah, they
'Cause I
had
know-
an amazing team. That team could have
It
gone
was like
to
dream
literally
team.
any frisbee tournament and gotten very far in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And then just through the nature of how UFA is, like stuff can change,
Yep.
and they lost. So
Yeah, that was disappointing. And I think what do you guys what is the talk about Don De Marie going to is he going to Empire?
he's going to Empire. Yeah, I don't really know a lot of the talk. It seems like he was like organically moving to New York, and it
Oh,
just
okay.
made sense. It
Never
wasn't
mind,
like,
yeah.
man, I'm done.
Yeah, that's
It seemed very. I mean, I don't know the guy, but it seemed like it was like, oh, I'm moving to New York. This makes sense.
yeah.
So
That's cool. And sorry, this is like my I guess UFA tea talk time. I saw the
yeah.
William Weddingell's got like a crazy amount of money to go to Indianapolis or something.
Wait, what?
Did you hear that?
No,
that's what I heard. Yeah.
I thought he like lived in Indianapolis.
Maybe, I don't know. I heard that
I didn't even know people got money.
Oh, I heard the Indianapolis. I don't know if they have a new owner or whatever, but the Alley Cats guy is like hell bent on turning that program around and like is getting some really good players by giving them money that they somehow have. I think I've heard of players getting like signing bonuses, like what's his name? Geez, I'm forgetting his name. I don't know. Some player in New York, he got quite a bit of money to play with them, and he went to my high school, so like before I was there, so that's how I heard about that. What?
Yeah,
it's okay. I'm gonna forget.
It's fine. How much money was it
for William?
Yeah,
I saw it was like a lot, like $10,000 or something. Something
See,
like that. We were talking about it in the dish chat or something.
That's crazy.
Maybe.
Because that's no matter what, that's good for the league.
Yeah.
Like, to just have that number out there, like no one's gonna live off that, but that's an insane amount of money.
Yeah.
And to show that someone else is willing to spend that amount of money is awesome.
Yeah.
Congrats to William for getting some money.
I know. Now I'm scared everyone's gonna be like, "That's wrong," but I definitely read it somewhere. And he's a
I mean, if
talented
it's
player,
wrong,
so
we
I
can say
wouldn't
like, "Hey guys, we were wrong."
Yeah,
But
true.
we're moving forward, assuming that it was $10,000. Watch as it's like 100.
I know. Well, no, it's definitely not. I remember it was. I didn't want to overshoot it, so it could honestly be more than $10,000. But it also
If
could
it's
be
more,
less.
that's great as well. Did
Yeah.
you see the WNBA just got
Yes,
like a huge? That's
great.
awesome.
That is.
It
great for
provides
them.
so much. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the WNBA, and yeah, when I just had Scott on, I'm gonna put his recording out soon, and we were talking. He loves the WNBA, and he put some WNBA players on his dream line at the end.
Oh, nice.
We've had some interesting dream lines, but we'll get to that. Okay, I wanted to talk about too. Haymaker's run last year, game to go, super close game, and honestly, from what I remember, is like when I first got to Chicago, and I like knew Ricky. He was like the only guy I knew in like the open Chicago division, really. And I just remember that Trident seemed to be like a better team than
Trident
Haymaker.
was the top.
And then the next year it was like flip flop, and I was like, what the heck happened?
I can give you all the gossip if you want. I
Yeah.
can give you all the information. Well, I've been on Haymaker for like 3 years now. I mean, let me pull up my ulti first. So know that I'm saying this with an intense Haymaker bias.
Okay.
So,
Yes. Okay. Good to tell the people that.
Yeah, just as an asterisk. Wow, how long have I been playing for Haymaker? I started in Elevate. I played Elevate for 2 years, and then I played Haymaker. Okay, yeah, I've played Haymaker for 3 years. When I started, we were kind of not a good team. We were kind of known as like Machine's feeder team because one player from Haymaker once went to Machine. But we were kind of known as like, you go to Haymaker for reps, they will let you work on what you want to work on, and then you will go play for a different team, probably Trident. Another defining factor was Trident practiced out in the suburbs and Haymaker practiced in the city. So like if you didn't have a car, you were playing for Haymaker, or if you were out in the suburbs, you played for Trident. And also Trident made it very known, as far as I know, that like they wanted to be the best men's team in Chicago. And Haymaker was just like, we're here for reps. If you want to get
Yeah.
reps, come get reps. And so that ended up leading to like there's an older core of Haymaker and then a younger core of Haymaker. And that year of 2024, we had a lot of really good players from both sides step up. And then also we had some amazing pickups. We
Yeah.
had Jake Rubin Miller, we had Cullen Baker, we had Nate Astrom. Players, well, Jake doesn't really play club, but Cullen and Nate are having amazing frisbee careers outside of club. And so their addition to the team for the series was really helpful and really pushed us to doing better. And
Yeah.
so we played better that year. And then Trident just had like a really unlucky tournament. They had 3 games, I think, where they lost on Universe.
Oh no.
And each
That
game,
sucks.
if you lost the game, then you were like automatically bumped down to a lower bracket. And with frisbee, especially like at the high levels, you are kind of always competing for the next season to make sure you're good enough to go to the tournaments for next season.
Yep.
And Trident just finished too low to get into the tournaments that they were used to getting into. So a lot of the players that were looking for that level of competition realized like, oh, if we want to get to where we want to go with Trident, we'll have to wait at least another year in order to like get access to these tournaments. But Haymaker had a really good day on Sunday, and it rained. I think it helped that it rained. Like so many small things that were happening that day just kind of like dominoed effect into where Haymaker is now. But the fact that it rained and some handlers on other teams didn't have a good day really helped us. And we were really able to you capitalize on their mistakes. So we got that. And then some Trident folks came over to Haymaker last year. And we had a really good season. But what's tough is like, again, there's levels. Like we're going to all these tournaments and we're not doing like horribly. Because remember, we're a team that used to be thought of as like the 3rd best men's team in Chicago. And suddenly we're at PEC playing against some of the best teams in the nation. So personally, I think we had an amazing season and we learned a lot about what it takes to be at that level. And I was talking with a friend during the season where it's like, it's amazing how I've de-romanticized that tournament now. And I see those blocks and I'm like, oh, those are 2 people that I know by name and like have seen play for years because they're always being filmed. But like, I know what it feels like to be in that situation now. And I know that people I know at League in Chicago could do this. Like it is a very attainable thing. It's not like some special elixir gets you there. It's just you're working hard and you're athletic. And we learned a lot. And then the chips fell perfectly. Machine did not have a good season. They got bumped down. Goat joined our region, and so we had a 2-bid region. And then Machine did really well at a tournament, and so they earned their their bid that they should have earned the entire season. And then we had the series, and we finished 3rd. So even though we finished 3rd, we technically finished just as good as we did in 2024. But the main story arc for Haymaker was our playing against I-69. There's this team called I-69.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
This
is so fun to hear about. Yeah.
We played against them like, I don't know, probably Dish has another team where like you inevitably at tournaments run into them. And it's always games that are kind of contentious because you both want to win.
Yeah.
And I-69, I think we were up like 6-2 at some point or 7-2 at half once. And then we lost on Universe. And that one was tough. They're a great team. They're really athletic. They've got like 6 pairs of brothers on their team.
Are they from Indiana?
Yes, they're from Indiana. A lot of the Alley Cats roster is I-69. And so we just kept running into them. And we even talked to them during the series. It was like, it feels like it's Machine and Goat. And then it's I-69 and Haymaker. And we're just fighting. Yeah. And so we had one game where we beat them on Universe on Saturday, and then we played them on Sunday again, and we beat them with a little more of a margin. So it felt like, okay, we've defeated this mental block and we're able to play them as a team. And like, we'll see what happens this season. I'm sure they're going to come back even stronger, and us too. But like, that was, if we want to talk about arcs for the team, I think we as a team resonate more with how we played against I-69 rather than like our end results in the tournament.
Yeah.
Because playing GOAT was amazing. Like, they're all tall. They're all amazing. They're all really good at throwing the disc. And like, if you trap them in the handler set, they know what to do. If you trap them in the cutter set, they know what to do. And like, that's just a fun, competition. And like, we know we'll play them again, hopefully. So yeah, it was good. It's weird though to make a team where our goal, like, we'll see what happens with these tournaments. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a part of leadership for Haymaker, but you're building a team to try and win that game on Sunday in the series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did that game feel? Were you guys really nervous?
We were. It's weird because like, we were playing our game, the game to go. And then right next to us, we could play Machine and Goat playing, and Machine was just like destroying them. And we're like, wait, but we know those guys. Like, how are they doing that? What's going on? And it's just like a really switchy defense. And you get nervous, but also I don't know, you see some teams like they go to nationals once and then they never go again.
Yeah.
Or like, you see they go to nationals and they're learning and they'll be back and they'll get better and better and better. And you think like, how does that actually happen? What's going on? And I think it's just really learning how to value the disc more and having confidence and faith in yourself when you're on O-line so that you don't get broken. And then when you're on D-line so that you can actually, force a turn or force a break. And that mentality and what is the word I'm thinking of? That discipline. Okay, that mentality and that discipline is really hard to rep. Like, you just need to be in a game to do it. And so going against GOAT and playing was, I don't think it really hit me. I don't know about other folks on the team that's what we were working on. Because I remember going into GOAT, what I like doing when I'm playing a team is I want the captains to give me one person and say like, your job is to make sure they don't get the disc. Okay. He likes cutting under. Just force him deep the entire time. If you can do that, you're helping the team. And so for the GOAT game, I had one person that I was like, my goal was to just make sure he doesn't get it. And so I was sort of just locked in on that and not necessarily like the meta of what this game was for the team, which helps. But I don't know if it ever hit me. I remember what I was going to say. If we had won that game, that's like a month more of frisbee.
Yeah.
That's like thousands of dollars more
no one
had
planned for.
That no one had really planned for. And I remember looking over at some teammates and them being like, like, if we do this, like, we're going to miss this friend's birthday party. Like, of course, we want to go to this.
Yes.
But also that's like, I've got my feet are destroyed. I've been playing frisbee for like 9 months at this point.
Yeah.
Of course I want this goal, but we're down by like 3 breaks. But also, you have to keep pushing to try and get that win.
Yeah. That is interesting. Interesting thought. Yeah. I didn't plan for this. Yeah.
Like, what if we do get this dream? What if we do fulfill what we want? And then GOAT went, and I don't think they had a great time. I mean, they're at nationals.
Well. Yeah, that's
getting to nationals itself is an achievement and a victory. But yeah.
What was the final score of that game?
Ooh, I don't know how I could find that out.
Look at Ultiverse too. I had it.
Does it say in Ultiverse?
You can see.
Oh, we lost 11-15. Oh, this is awesome. Okay, yeah. So we won against I-69 13-12, and then the next day we beat them 15-7.
Okay.
So that says something,
I see 15. Yeah. Okay. Wait, what am I looking at? Oh, here I am. Okay. 15-10. Well, that's what are your thoughts for this year? Like, how do you think it's going to go this year?
I think we're going to do better.
Okay, good.
I mean, I think you could see it happen like after the first tournament. in reps when someone would make a throw, and even if it was a good throw, all of us would be like, why'd you throw that? You don't need to throw that. You know that's going to get D'd, or that's not a high percentage throw, or like it was completed, but it wasn't a high enough percentage throw
Yeah.
that we know that would work in a tournament. So you could see us sort of lock in, and like suddenly all the throws were like below the shoulders. All the throws were directly to the chest. It was all about decision making. And so we tailored how we played towards the competition that we were playing against, and we learned to value the disc so much more. Because if you turn the disc over less than the other team, you win.
Yeah.
And we just learned it the hard way, and we kept learning it. And I know, like, we went there once. We went to all these tournaments. We went to, let's see, what did we go to? We went to Elite Select. We went to Pro Elite Challenge. We went to
Kentucky Fried Classic.
Kentucky Fried Classic. Can't forget that one. And I know all of us want a second chance at those games.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited. I mean, we'll see if I make the roster because we all have to try out. But like, I'm really excited to see what happens. And also I've realized, like, to get to be a nationals level team, you need to rely on the community to provide you in more than just people on the field playing frisbee. Like Chris Asta provided so much for the team. He would come to the tournaments. He provided like top-notch film of every game that we had, as well as games against opponents that weren't even like he would. I think we went to a tournament and he stayed for Cooler Classic or something, and he got film on some other team that we knew we'd be playing. And like that's
great.
That's such a buy-in, and it was really great to see that the community was behind us in that way. And I think it'll only grow. I think we had like 100 and I'm just making numbers up at this point, but I know it was over 100 people, male matching players, that tried out for Haymaker this year, and we're doing the hat tournament this year as well. Sorry, over 100 tried out last year. We're doing the hat tournament this year. Because also, like, I mean, I have never been in charge of choosing a roster.
Okay.
I just want to say that.
Say that, yeah.
But as a coach, you sort of start to understand how players, like, are learning and what a team needs. And sometimes teams need a high ceiling, and sometimes teams need a high basement. And high level teams need a really high basement. You need people that can do a lot of stuff consistently well, and then are also capable of just like taking over the game at sometimes. But there are some players that like they have a really high ceiling. Sometimes they'll do amazing things where I'm like, that's impossible. I could never do that. But then their ceiling is not as high, or like they're not as consistent in other things. And you're like, well, you drop the disc twice. That could potentially be a game lost.
Yeah.
Like that's how serious you need to think about possession of the disc.
I wrote that down about valuing the disc. I'm like writing notes down from what people are saying. They're very helpful. Especially because I'm captaining Dish this year. So
Elliot Lee gave me that advice about if you just don't turn the disc over, you'll win. And I was like, wow, that's so obvious. But it is, and it's actually very useful.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay. Well, I did want to talk about your DePaul College coaching. Is this your first coaching ever?
First time coaching a college team. I had coached for Chicago Union Cares with Jake Rubin Miller for a bit.
Okay, I remember that.
Nelly reached out and I said, yeah, I'm interested. So I'm co-coaching with Annie, but all credit to Annie. She's doing way more work than me.
Okay. Well, yes, shout out Annie. Annie's the best. How I'm glad you guys are, because I remember when I was a freshman, DePaul had a team, but they only had like 10 people, but they still went to tournaments. But then I never saw y'all again, so I'm very glad that you're able to go to tournaments somewhat now, and the team seems to have a big enough roster for things like that. That's nice.
It is nice. Oh, hey.
Sorry. Do you think was that? I don't know if that probably a lot in Annie's part, or maybe the students themselves getting people to join. But I always think having a coach in college is like such a big, or in club, just having a coach like makes a difference. Like
Such a
if
difference.
Loyola didn't have a coach, we'd be way worse than we are with our coaches. Yeah, and you see those like small schools that don't have coaches, and it's like, who's teaching you that? I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's hard.
I I as someone who didn't have a coach,
Oh yeah, yeah,
I wish I had.
yeah,
Because it's like it took me all of college, and then first year I was trying out for the Machine's hat tournament, and someone said, "Who's Ace?" And I remember looking over at one of the Machine players and went, "What's Ace?" And they go, "Wait, you don't know what Ace
Oh
is?" I was
no,
like, "No. Why would I know what that is?"
yeah,
And then later during a union practice, I was playing defense on a handler, and one of the players came over to me afterwards and was like, "Joel, you need to force him out. He's a handler." And I was like, "No one ever told me that. I'm literally playing off of vibes, guys, this entire time. Someone needs to definitively tell me the right way to play this sport, because I'm just guessing and
yeah,
I'm tall." And having a coach is so helpful.
yeah,
And I will say this, because if my DePaul lasers are watching this, I want you to know that you should do this. I offer film for them every Monday of like breaking
oh
down, like we'll watch a game together and be like, this is what's going on, this is where they're looking. And it's, I mean, I understand you have student life and work and everything, but I think even watching a game and zoning out is more helpful than not doing it. Like
yeah,
just watching the flow of a game and seeing like, oh, that person cut there and then cleared there. Okay, cool. That's good to know. And then like learning how to like guess where the disc is going, where their throw is going to happen. Like, oh, that person's right-handed. What kind of throws are they doing? I think watching film is the fastest way someone can learn the sport and get better. And then you just need to have disc skills. Like just hold a frisbee for as long as you can,
yeah,
even if you're not throwing it.
yeah. Something that is frustrating about college is that versus club is that, club is all those people that in college were very very passionate and really wanted
Yeah.
to be there. So then in college there's a lot of people that aren't as passionate or just there to have fun, and it can be difficult,
I will
especially as a
say,
coach too. But yeah,
yes, the lasers, their vibes, best vibes I've ever seen on a frisbee team. And I don't know who's in charge of the aux, but every time I go to practice and we start warming up and everything, whoever's playing the music, it's always amazing music that I've never heard, or like some of the classics, but still like
yeah,
music that I'm
yeah,
like, wow, these people are so much cooler than me, and I'm so excited for them to get like more involved in this community, because we have some horrible music tastes at tournaments sometimes, and I'm excited to see what they can bring.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's good. That's good. What tournaments are you guys going to? You already went to one.
Oh, wouldn't you like to know?
No, good. I'm never trying to, get the inside scoop. I'm just always curious.
We are going to, well, we are currently deciding if we want to go to OCO,
OCO.
which
What's
I'm
that one?
trying to remember the name of.
Old Capitol Open in Iowa.
I believe that's it.
Yes.
Yeah, in
We
Iowa.
went there once. We're not going there this year. Yeah,
Was
we're
it a good
going
time?
that was a tournament that literally the only cutters we had were total rookies, because the car that just happened to have all the veteran cutters like broke down. And then also our like best grad student cutter, Anna Martinello, Anna Martinello.
Anna.
Oops, sorry, Anna. I do that all the time, no matter
We
who
can
it
cut
is.
it out.
Yeah. She like slipped and fell, and like the week before at practice, and like had like a mild concussion, so she couldn't come either. And so that's like all I remember from that tournament. That was rough, but we did okay. We didn't win. We didn't lose the whole thing. But yeah, it was nice. It's a nice tournament because it's been around a long time.
Okay, good.
Yeah, like they got the nice stuff. I don't know.
They got the nice stuff,
Yeah.
the good stuff. They got the good snacks. They got bagels and peanut butter,
Yep.
not just bananas and pickles.
Yep.
Yeah, OCO and then the series, and then we're discussing whether we want to do like a training camp weekend.
Ooh, that'd be fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're going to some tournament in Davenport this weekend, but I can't go.
Oh,
And then
nice.
some one that's closer by the weekend after. But the great thing this year is that sectionals, regionals, I mean, and nationals are all in the Chicago, like a 2 hour driving radius of where we are. Like
That's really nice.
yeah, sectionals is in
Yeah.
Chicago, and then regionals is in like Schaumburg.
Right, because U Chicago won the bid, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, are they
To
hosting?
host sectionals, I
Okay.
think. Or maybe
Or
I'm wrong.
sectionals, yeah. Or it's oh, when you say U Chicago, do you mean Ultimate Chicago or
No, I'm on
no?
the
You
board of
mean U
Ultimate Chicago.
Chicago?
We did not.
No, yes, you are. Okay, you would
Can
know.
I get on a soapbox real quick?
Yeah. Talk about that.
Club players need to play more leagues, okay? Chicago, we need to play more leagues. You just need to get. You're going to be around people that are not as good at this game as you, and their priorities are different than you, but that's okay because it's about building community, and you
Yes.
need to join these leagues because y'all, we are losing members for Ultimate Chicago.
Okay.
More people are
I'll,
aging out of it
I'll sign up
than
for league.
joining. Sign up for league and get your friends to sign up for league. And literally, if someone does something bad in league, teach them. Tell them how to get better at frisbee. And then we as a city will get better at frisbee.
That's a good
We
point.
have people from other cities come to Chicago and they're like, why aren't more club players playing league? And I'll say, I don't know. I don't know. I think it's because it's during club season, which totally fair. We've
Yeah.
also got indoor league during winter. Rika does a great job with that. We also have Goalty leagues. We're trying to start a mini league. Guys, I'm trying to start this mini league specifically for club players.
Okay.
Please join because the only way we get better as a city is if we get better as a city. Like we just need to practice this more. And it will I don't know how to properly share that we need more people in Ultimate Chicago so that we're not in a deficit. We're not that much in a deficit. We have an endowment, but like we're not an endowment. We have reserves, but we need to grow our user base.
Okay.
So if you know anybody who likes running, they'll probably like playing frisbee as well.
I'll put this.
Registration is if somehow this clip goes out before Friday, I know that Ultimate Chicago will repost it because registrations for league are closing soon and we would love to see you there. And if you have someone who's interested in joining but worried about the price, we can work that out. We literally don't care. All we care is that you come and play frisbee. I mean, we do care about price, but we care that people are coming and playing frisbee and joining in the community with us. So please play a league.
Okay, I can try before Friday. That might be hard though. If I had tomorrow off,
yeah, that's fair.
But I literally today I was like, do I sign up for?
Or maybe next Friday. Maybe it's next Friday.
If it's next Friday, I can definitely do that. I was thinking about signing up for women's league. The problem is like with coaching. I've been debating like not like I really like coaching, but I'm also like I'm young. Like I'm gonna be able to play a lot of frisbee, and part of it's like, do I stop coaching so I can have that extra time to go play frisbee, or I don't know. That's something I've been thinking about. But obviously, I'm still gonna finish my coaching out.
The best deal, literally the best deal for playing club or for playing league, if you're also a coach or something, is you sign up for the sub list. Because you pay $5 to join the sub list, and then literally you can go to frisbee whenever you want.
Okay,
maybe I'll
do that. Okay.
It's only $5, and no one is ever going to be like, "Come on, Ellie, where were you?" Because you're on the sub list. And coach, get your players to join the league.
Yes.
This is such a great opportunity for them to get reps. Everyone should join a league.
Okay, I'll send it out to them.
We have a mini, and I know it's so hard though, because then they're like, oh my gosh, I have to pay money for this, and I have to do that, and blah, 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 blah. But like, it's worth it.
Yes.
You will get better.
Okay. I'll tell them. And I'll definitely at least sign up for the sub list. Did you figure out if it's this Friday or next Friday?
Let me look that up. Okay. I should know this. I'm on the board.
Hopefully they don't see this.
If they do, they'll be like, Joel, you idiot.
Who else is on the board?
Okay, it's by this Sunday.
This Sunday. Okay.
For Springs Meal Matching League.
Okay.
And then Oh, I just forgot I was meant to send an email out for work. Okay.
It's okay. We're almost done.
No, it's fine.
I just got a couple more.
I'm a night
The fun
person.
questions are left.
Oh, I feel like these have all been fun.
Oh, well, that's...
Okay. I'm a yapper. I feel like some people, Chicago Ultimate, if you think I'm intimidating, it's just because I'm shy.
You're a yapper, but you're shy?
I'm a yapper, but I'm shy.
I guess, okay. I like having the yappers on the pod because then I never have to worry about not having enough time. Like, literally, for some reason, every time I film an episode, I'm like, what if I run out of questions? What if I can't think of anything and it's 30 minutes long? But the yappers...
The yappers just go.
Yeah.
They just go.
No, it's great.
Yeah, sometimes I'll talk to friends and they'll be like, yeah, when I first met you, I thought you hated me. And I thought you were really quiet. I was like, no, I'm just tall and I am focused on frisbee. Because in theater, I'm a yapper and I try and get everyone involved. And in frisbee, I'm like, I'm focused.
Yeah.
I want to play.
That's so interesting.
Okay. Where? I don't know.
Okay.
If you got an email, then that means you need to finish your registration for League, okay?
Okay.
Talking to you, random viewer.
Okay, well, I'll still see...
It's on Sunday.
Sunday for everybody?
Oh, wait. Registration either closes on Friday, March 20th, or Sunday, March 22nd. Okay, so the Friday ones might be a little hard.
Yeah.
But if it's too late for you to sign up for the League, sign up for the sub list.
Okay.
Sign up for the sub list. And if it's too late for that, sign up for the mini tournament. Sign up for the mini tournament
I think I signed up for that.
Really?
Maybe I did.
Yeah, I know you did. Yeah.
No, but I signed up for a I thought I did. Okay, you have to send me the link and I will. I remember, I think I saw it in a screenshot. I said, let's sign up to somebody, but I don't remember.
Now, I know this doesn't say anything about the off-season or onboarding or anything, but for the Bring Your Own Team mini tournament, we have 2 teams so far that are made out of Elevate players. Okay. We have a team that's made out of Ramp players, and then we have Emily Malloy's super team, which is a mix of club players. So there's really good competition, really good reps for either a college team or someone else. But we would love if people played because it's a night for fun. Like, yes, we're trying out this tournament to see what the mini league will look like later. So when we do the mini league later, we're going to ask everybody in this who participated in this tournament, like, hey, what did you think about that format? Did you like how long the games were? Did you like how they were scored? If you were in charge, how would you change stuff? Okay, cool. We will listen to you and we will change things depending on how you want them changed. So yeah, be a part of the community. Everybody wants to be in a village, but no one wants to be a villager. And joining a league is being a villager.
Okay. Is the mini tournament, do you need to have a team or can you just sign up solo?
That's a great question. You can sign up solo, but if you're nervous about signing up solo, and because what we're thinking we're going to do is for people that sign up solo, we'll just sort of make it like a hat tournament. You can sign up with a buddy. You can sign up with up to 8 buddies.
8 buddies.
You know what's crazy about that?
At that point.
That's a team. Yeah, but we thought maybe if we tell them you can sign up with 8 buddies, they'll be like, "Wow, that's such a good deal." No, you can sign up with up to 8 buddies.
That's so funny.
And then, yeah,
that's hilarious.
We've been like, maybe we'll loophole their way into the brain so that they make a team.
Okay, well, I do want to sign up for that. When is that?
That's a good question.
Okay, if you
give me a sec. Let me sign on to Ultimate Chicago.
Okay.
It is a Saturday night. I know that much. It is April 18th. Saturday, April 18th. 6:30 to midnight.
Okay, well, we don't have a frisbee. Loyola does not have a tournament that week because I think sectionals is the week before.
Yeah, stall 7. Gender ratio is 2 WMP, 2 male matching. Each game is to 13 points. Soft cap at 25 minutes, hard cap at 30. Make it, drop it, pull for the first point. If the pull is dropped, the receiving team starts in the back corner of the end zone, coffin corner. Teams must have a minimum of 10 individuals registered with a maximum of 14 to be accepted. So that's if you're bringing your own team.
Okay.
But also you can do it whenever you want. We
Yeah.
close registration April 10th. So
Okay.
you've got time.
I could definitely.
And if you
put
sign
out
up
a
on your own,
video for that.
it's $30 per player. It's so cheap. It's so cheap.
Okay, I'll put this out. Sign up. I'm gonna sign up.
And we are offering all current college students a 50% discounted registration fee.
Okay. I will tell.
Because as I said
all
before,
this
we
to-
need more people joining leagues.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you. That was a great. Okay. I will put a video up. I could definitely do that before that, or like a reel. And okay. Well, we've got 2 final questions. The first one is, what is your frisbee hot take?
Okay. Frisbee hot take. People need to care less about the like the free agency of it all, of club. Like, so many people get hurt when teams are being made for club, especially in Chicago. Well, I say only especially in Chicago because I've only done club in Chicago. But like, there's a moment where like the teams are decided, especially for mixed, and everyone's kind of sad because you're like, oh, I'm not going to see that person for all summer.
Yeah.
And then I mean, this is awesome. I have 30 new people that I'm hanging out with all summer. But I think a lot of people don't realize like there's so much more that goes into making a team than just the binary of I'm better than that person. It's more that they are better than you at this thing, and that thing is what the team is looking for.
Yeah.
You are better than them at something else, and you are what the other team is looking for. But like, I think having empathy for the captains.
Okay.
Of you need to cut like 100 of your friends. How are you going to do that? It's impossible. And so, like, if you were just going through it of like, if you were someone trying out for a club team, imagine where would they put you? Would they put you on an O-line or a D-line? Would they put you on a cutter or a handler? And then the more specific you can show that answer to the captains, the easier you're making their job. And then also, you just care about it less because you know you're a good player. Like, treat yourself like you're the secret that everybody knows about. Like,
okay,
you need confidence to play well in Frisbee. Because also, half of it is everybody has confidence in you, so they'll throw you the disc. Like,
True.
I feel like with winter indoor, I feel like I'm not a good player. But with winter indoor, I had a good first season. And then because of that, everybody has confidence in me, so they give me more opportunities to provide those stats. And so I think just knowing that helps a lot.
Yeah.
Of like, it's a confidence game. It's not necessarily like you are more skilled than me. It's just more that you have faith that you will do this right. And then when you get cut from a team, you are still a good player. Don't let those 3 people dictate whether you're a good player or not. They're just making a decision for the team that they're in charge of. Go try out for another team. It's totally okay. That's my hot take, is people need to take the cutting process less personally. Okay. And I know I'm about to get cut from a ton of teams and be like, oh, damn, I'm a better player than them. But like, it's not personal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even though it is, but it's like, it's really focused on, it's not like, oh, wow, you are a bad player. It's more of, we have 7 returners who, yes, they're returners and like the politics of them being returners, but also we know that they're our O-line. And our O-line needs to have confidence with everybody. So obviously, you're not going to be on our O-line. Okay, cool. You showed that you had really good offensive skills, but you showed that you didn't really have a lot of good defensive skills. I can't wait to see you be on the O-line of a different team.
Yeah.
And that's nothing against you.
That's a good point. Good words for everyone to hear before tryout season starts.
Yes, tryout season's about to start. Say goodbye to your loved ones. Or make sure your affairs are in order.
Awesome. Okay, final question. Your dream line, and then you got to be on it. So 6 other people, but I have had some crazy answers. Scott was giving me like Pokemon. I've had a lot of NBA players.
Ooh.
So you can really make this question as creative, or as just the last person I just interviewed. She just gave us 6 ultimate players she likes. So literally whatever works for you.
One for sure would be my sister. She plays in Berlin. She
Ooh.
plays for like it's called Lobstars. She plays off and on. So I don't actually know how often she plays, but I've got like a Lobstars disc over there. The Euro discs are very different. So I would love to play with her. I've offered sometimes, but she doesn't want to. Totally
Oh.
understand. Well, my family is really competitive.
Oh.
So,
Well.
but we would be on the same line. So
Yeah.
it would be my sister because I love my sister. I mean, I love all my siblings, but I would love to share that experience with my sister. Someone I've always wanted to be on a line with, and I guess I have in some ways during like machine tournaments or tryouts, is Nate Goff, just because he's like a really nice guy.
Yeah.
Same with Paul Arders. Um, hmm. I don't know. Honestly, my dream line is the people that are excited to be on the line. Like, if you're happy to be there and I trust you, then I'm happy you're there.
Awesome. What about Kelly?
Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah, Kelly. Because Kelly's great ISO. No, you put Kelly one-on-one in a box, she's going to get open. So, yeah, Kelly.
Okay.
Thank you for the save.
No, I was like, she might hear this and be mad if you don't put her.
No, Kelly.
I don't know if she'd care, but...
Yeah.
Well, I like if you want to give, I don't know what your number is. If you have any more, I like what you said about whoever's there.
Whoever's
that's a
there.
Good line. Yeah.
Whoever's there and able to do shutdown D.
Okay. That's what you need to be on Joel's dream line.
Yes, you need to be able to force out.
Yeah. Force. And you should be able to, you should know what it means already.
Yes. Because I don't, and so someone on the line needs to know what it means.
Exactly. Okay, well, we've gone a little over an hour, so I definitely want to cut it off. Thank you so much for being on the podcast, and I'm sure I will see you soon and more frequently this summer, and I'm going to sign up for Sublist at least. I promise.
Please, sign up for Sublist. Tell your friends to sign up for the mini. Everybody join a league, even if you don't show up. I mean, sure, even if you don't show up, actually, that's fine. But, like, bring a friend. Bring anyone. Literally bring anyone.
Okay.
Write
awesome.
Write ultimatechicago.org on the bottom of a disc and give them the disc or something. Like, just do whatever it takes.
Okay. Sounds perfect.